Here we go. We're live on VPR Radio. DJ FMI, what up, though?
It's a good Thursday. This bright light in my face, VPR. I missed the studio for a few reasons, but this bright light in my face, which I'm normally used to it because being on stage, but today was getting to me. But it's a great morning. I mean, it's a great afternoon. Let me say.
It
How
is.
you feeling, Qiana?
I got all sorts of feelings going on right now. This whole like Wall Street versus us is like, whoa.
Yep. We could kick off the show just to start on the business side of things. You want to do that? I got time if you got time today. VPR,
I definitely got time today. Because
go ahead.
For those that aren't aware, what's been happening is there's these shorted stocks and corporations where the big hedge funds and investors have been trying to dump out their stock. But on Reddit, there's groups of people that are revolutionizing being able for, the small non-seasoned investor, if you will, to be able to get in.
To put it lightly.
Right, to put it lightly. So it's really crazy too, because a lot of these commentators and experts and such are really coming for people like us that don't work on Wall Street and aren't hedge fund investors. They don't like that we're getting in on things. They don't like that we're able to navigate, calling us uneducated and immature and such. So
immature newbies. I've been seeing all the words.
So Robinhood done stopped.
That's why I want
to be able to purchase shares of AMC, GameStop, Express, which I had just bought yesterday, Nokia, some other ones. There was one that I just saw that was up to 100 something this morning, and it's at like 40. I think it's called Coop.
Hey, Key, just to throw out a pro tip. Shout out to all of my traders that are watching right now. Look into LG, because I'm hearing that LG is looking to get out of the phone business. They've been taking like 6-year profit loss.
Putting that on my list.
Yeah, so look into LG. I'm telling you, if they leave the phone business, because they've been losing in that. I don't know the last time I seen anyone walk around. Yo, I got this new LG phone, bro. It's hitting.
And that's what's happening is a lot of the people that are on Reddit and driving these stocks to go in the other direction that the hedge funders don't want it to go in, which is making it go up as we've bought low to be able to cash out and get that profit that they're looking to get. Whereas now they're losing millions of dollars and the money is actually going back to the people. They're going back to like those types of GameStop and Nokia, LG, BlackBerry. Like these are old school.
Yeah, and they're revitalizing.
This is not. Yeah, this is like a nostalgic type of feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Picture of Radio Shack.
It'll be Nintendo and like Sega. You know
I'm gonna say Sega you might be able to get, but Nintendo right now, their stocks are always up there. And I'll be looking because I'm on the gaming side of things. I definitely invest in a lot of stocks in Microsoft and Sony and things like that. But their stocks are up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know what they got.
They know what they got, right? They're sitting on multi-billion-dollar entity, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. Cost, that was the name of it. They're at 41.27 right now. They were up to like 115 this morning. In pre-market.
And VPR, what I love about this is how we feel comfortable enough to discuss this information with you on our pod, and this is the energy we bring you on VPR, and you can't get anywhere else. Like even when you listen back to the audio,
we'll go from this right back to hip hop. You feel me?
Yeah, you know what I mean. And it connects over.
Who else is gonna do this
for you? You know what I'm saying? Speaking about, I've been watching all the hip hop rappers that have been now pushing certain stocks and things like that.
Yeah.
And now people have to pay attention to. We're all starting to be aware of this information at a younger age. Before, people that did stocks were, I don't want to deal with that. That's too much. It's out of my room. Now it's a thing where it's like, let me download an app.
Well, that's the thing, because now we have the technology. The modern day investor is not the 1980, the 1990s investor, because it was that broker, that Wall Street bigwig. You were in there, you were on the floor, you were a trader, you were a buyer. But this is a whole different thing, and Wall Street really does not want the normal Dick and Jane to be able to make some real money out of the stock market.
Understand it. You know what I'm saying? It's scary for you to try to understand it, and that's what's going on with all the social media platforms now. The way it even moved our elections and everything like that, they're stomping down on these different things that we do online, guys. So you got to be aware of it, even trying to limit some of your outreach. Look at Robinhood, just to bring it back. You see what they're doing. They're not allowing. And that's the big headline this morning. And I
hope that they get hit by a fine from the SEC. So, because for you to be able to do that, these hedge funders can still trade.
I'm seeing people on Facebook saying they want to class action lawsuit.
Right. They can still trade at the major houses. And when you have, there's certain coverage of money in your account and stuff, whereas Robinhood, they have more slack rules. And now they're like, nah, you guys are making too much money.
Yeah. We got to up these subscription fees. We got to make this back real quick. I don't know.
Right. And one of their biggest investors, because the way that Robinhood is able to do it for free, you can tell I've been taking this information in all morning, right?
Of course.
One of their biggest investors is like a big bank that just lost a ton of money. So they were like, nah, we're shutting it down. They get to see all the trades. They have access to that. That's why the platform is free. So they get to see who's doing what. And they're like, these are normal people buying 100,000 shares of this and that, or, making $100,000 in 3 days. No way.
I know
shut this down.
Yo, AMC woke up sweating. GameStop woke up sweating. Like, what is going on?
Everybody woke up sweating today.
And the irony of it, I know, at least from the gamer standpoint, GameStop has been ripping people off for years. As far as you buy a brand new game, guys, you take that off. You take off the plastic right in front of the register. I'm talking, and you give it back to them. Say, hey, I want to trade this in.
Value.
They would say, oh, that game is worth $24. I'm like, I just spent $65 plus tax on it.
Yep.
$24 is what I got for you. And then they're gonna resell it back for $58, and the real game's $65. So, and it's just like GameStop has been doing that for years. So people had this taste in their mouth.
Yep.
So now look what happened. Now we're here in 2021. Coronavirus outside. People getting messed up from the vaccines. Guys, I can't tell you what to do with the vaccine. But like I said, for the people that have been getting it and passing away, I don't know, man. And didn't they say coronavirus had like a 90% like survival rate or something like that? Or weren't they saying that in the beginning of it?
There have been so many things that have said that. That's why I can't even follow the headlines and the fake news, because so much of the media is false and so much of the science, it's all major guessing. Same with this vaccine that's been put together so quickly. Look at how, and we talk about this all the time, 3 to 5 years down the line is when you really start to see how many people died from a case from their kidney failure or whatever, from a drug that they were taking, from a vaccine. That's when you see the lawsuits, right? Did you take so-and-so, and did you die, or someone that you know? You may be entitled to a large...
Your loved one has mesothelioma. I remember that in my whole childhood, so I get it. Call 1-800 VPR.
But there's so many now, because so many of these drugs are being flipped out, because we know big pharma, huge industry, multi-billion-dollar industry. They want to get these drugs out on the market, get the people to buy them. They're using us like guinea pigs, man.
Kiana, you talking about big pharma? I'm telling you, I'm gonna invest in one of those stocks. I wish I would have had the other one. Not Pfizer.
I invested in both, in Pfizer and Moderna. I told you about Moderna, bro. When they
wow. But yeah, guys, so with this vaccine, just be aware of it. If you've been outside, for the most part, in my opinion, I'm not a doctor, so my opinion really doesn't matter. So if you've been outside and you've been all right, why are you running to get this vaccine? That's what I'm saying. You've been good for a year. I don't know. Let everybody else get it first. Let's wait it out.
That's what I'm saying. And getting the vaccine versus the protection from the vaccine is very contradictory.
Yeah.
Because they're like, okay, so if I get the vaccine, right? Basically, right? Now I can stop wearing a mask, right? No. If I get the vaccine, does that mean I won't get COVID? Not necessarily. Like if I get the vaccine, does that mean I can't spread it to other people? Not necessarily. So all the things that you've been doing,
not necessarily.
All the things you've been doing to stay safe, the vaccine has no guarantee to keep you safer. But yet that is the move of where we're going, so that we could be safer as a country and reopen.
Yeah, I don't know. Florida right now, live and thriving. I'm seeing all my DJ counterparts making money down there. Florida, y'all. And I've never been a Florida guy, but golly, the money out there right now for a DJ is, for a performer, anybody in the same industry.
Florida be out there popping though. Like they've been dropping it like it's hot, the whole COVID, and they've been having
they have COVID and crazy people and Mar-a-Lago, and you know what I'm saying? They got all of that. the Trumpiness, and we ain't even gonna touch on it. Leave him in last year.
They got a lot going on. I say more power to you over in Florida. You know what I mean?
Like I'm gonna stay over here.
Yeah, in regular life, I want my 6 feet of space. This is without COVID, so you already know how I feel. Don't be next to me.
Qiana, I got a question though.
Yeah.
All right. So recently, you know the artist Danny Lay?
Yeah.
There we go. So recently, she's been getting a lot of backlash. Because I was thinking about it myself too. I was having a conversation. She's been getting a lot of backlash for making a song called Yellowbone.
Yellowbone? Okay.
Yeah. And people are like, whoa, why are you in a time like this? Why are you even speaking upon something like that? And she's fully Dominican. Mind you, like, you know, Yellowbone. And people are like, you're not even black. So you're using something that was used derogatory towards us. And then you're not even that, but then you're trying to push that image, and it sparked like a huge conversation upon like how a lot of people are just pushing an image that the black image or the yellow bone, you know what I'm saying? And I've been like, she's online apologizing, Qiana. Like, you know what I mean? Trying to figure it out. She's like, it's not my fault that I'm this, that. And then she had to rein it back in because a PR team got on her and
that's right.
Removed her Twitter.
Like, your stock is about to go down like GameStop, honey. You better get there.
Yeah, they did. They did. I think Lisa Ray came to her aid too, but saying, "Oh, you know what's wrong with empowering yellow?" No, it's not the time for it. At least me personally, I'm like, I hear what you're doing, but
I just want people to stop. I don't care how young you are, fresh, hot artist, yada yada yada. Because so many of them come and go. Like this artist Mulatto.
She changed her name.
Why did you come out with that name though, Ma? Nobody in your.
Is the Mulatto from Atlanta?
Why does that matter? Like Mulatto is legitimately, and I've always been hated being called that because I am mixed. Yeah. That was the whole derogatory. You're white, you're black, you're mulatto, right?
I didn't even know that.
Yes, sir.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Right. She probably didn't even know that. Like, why is it okay to feign ignorance about everything? Why don't you pay attention to what you're saying, what you're talking about, what things mean? You know what I mean? Like, so you won't have to get the backlash. I think there definitely should be more time and input that's put into everything you have coming out your mouth, so you don't always have to go back and be like, oh, my bad, I didn't know any better. Think about what you're saying. Would this be smart for me to say, am I going to upset certain groups of people? Like, if you're okay with it, then go for it. But then no need to apologize, right? Be like, yeah, I said it. I said it. And I meant it, God damn it.
Nah, and then I'm just like watching when these artists or even anyone, you know, that does entertainment, when they're apologizing, you know that it's like half-hearted because the first initial response after getting backlash is what people normally be feeling. Then after the PR team grabbed them up and then they, you know, have to work that out, that's when you start to understand who the person is. But I don't think it's bad for Danny Lay. Maybe she didn't know, but the song wasn't great. That's my part. That's my DJ taste. I'm just like, it wasn't the best song.
Right.
And you dating the baby, and people were just like, yo, how could the baby have a black baby mom and you're yellow? I'm just like, yo, y'all pushing it now.
And y'all didn't have to do that to her. Y'all didn't have to do that to her. Even as a light-skinned woman, that makes me feel some type of way because just, you know, I have children that are all different complexions, and the whole like light skin versus dark skin, and this is better than that. It really sickens me to my core. And it's just one thing to further divide us as people. Like, stop it already. Would you stop it already? Black is beautiful. Doesn't matter what shade. Like, literally, black is the only color on the planet, right? That can go from all the way white, blonde hair, blue eye, legitimately black person, all the way down to dark. Like, the darkest of the darkest. So,
you see, and just to look at what's running through the internet right now. You seen that meme of Destiny's Child?
No, I haven't. What's going on with that? I'm still on the Bernie memes.
Nah, they got a meme of like Destiny's Child, and they're all on stage. I forgot what they were performing. And it was Kelly, it was Michelle, and Beyonce, and they were all standing behind. One was standing behind Nelly, the other one was standing behind somebody else. But I think Michelle was standing by Magic Johnson, like doing the striptease for him.
Okay.
People like see it be your own man that's trying to line you, or see how they always trying to put down. Look how they were trying to line Michelle, and it's stuff like that. Even though it's a funny meme, it's just like, yo,
it's real though.
The meme though, like, you know what I mean? Like, picture how Magic Johnson woke up and they're like, damn, now you're gonna remind the world. I already know what I'm dealing with.
Look,
these memes going far, bro, and I think it's just the beginning of it because people use it in politics. There's no realm of something's not memeable. It could be like horrible.
Everything is memeable.
Yeah, make a meme of it. You could get knocked out. Meme.
Oh,
lose your
that's
house.
the quickest way to get a meme. Get knocked out. You know what I mean? Or a good GIF.
A lot. That's why
the knockout and then the fall.
Key. A lot of labels are paying for like meme pages. Are making a lot of money now. That's why memeing is a business where labels are going to certain like influencers and saying, "Hey, can you create a meme / dance for my artist so the song takes off?" And it's common practice now, especially on Instagram and Facebook. So like when you see people, oh, I'll post a twerk video for you. That's a thing now. You put on your record behind somebody that's notable with at least with twerking, and clap is going to happen. Hence why Mulatto changing her name. So VPR, make sure you're just aware of what the things you're saying. Mulatto, I'm not coming after you. Danny Layout, I'm not knocking you for the things that are happening. You know what I mean? People learn. All right. I don't think yellow zone is the way to go right now.
I think y'all better research what you're doing, what you're saying, and what it means before you just let everything come out of your mouth. That's what I say.
True. Like
I'm setting up our room for Clubhouse.
Definitely. Left Michelle. See, they left Michelle with Magic Johnson. Shout out to everybody in the chat on Facebook and all the other places they'll be streaming on right now. But
yeah, what up, you guys?
Kiana, we gotta have an honest discussion.
Okay.
I was sitting here, and I was speaking to a few people at work at like I'm not gonna name the labels and everything like that, but we were having a discussion. He's just like, yo, these artists now, these rappers that we love, they're not getting paid for shows.
Right.
So what they're doing is they're reaching out to all different like avenues as far as like the fashion novas and or the brands that they pull on to their brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Twitch. That's why Twitch is such a big thing now.
Mm-hmm.
It used to just be for gamers. Now the hip hop acts, I'll bring my music on here, I'll charge them, and I'll play this, and then they'll. So a lot of the biggest acts, Soulja Boy went back to Twitch, YBN, Jay Almighty, and I'm like, look at what the artists are doing now to bring in money during quarantine, and the other ones are spending the label money that they got or the advance that they got. They're living off that.
Yeah,
because they're not touching those Spotify streams. When you're signed to a major record label, you're not getting that Spotify stream. You're not getting that Apple Music stream.
No, that's a fact.
For them to even put you in the playlists and some of the categories they put you in, they're taking those streams because they're helping you, and I get that point. So I was sitting here more talking to Spade about what more can artists do during quarantine, other than those avenues, other than music, to bring in money. Because I thought it would be a good discussion just to have because we have so much unsigned artists.
Well, I mean, I think that's when, like most creators, usually as a creative, right, and a creator, you're good at more than one thing. You may be really exceptional at one thing and then great at like 3 other things. Incorporate your other talents.
People are saying on TikTok, well, on our chat on Facebook, people are saying on TikTok. Almost like that's
what?
People on our chat are actually saying on TikTok is a great way for them to make money, and that's
true. But that's another thing with TikTok is like with any of these platforms, they're gonna take the lion's share of whatever you're getting because you're utilizing their platform in order to get it. So I'm gonna say what I have spoken about, what I have been in conversations about, and what I have been constantly learning in different webinars and groups and stuff over the last few weeks, which is focus on getting all of that money. So instead of taking some of the crumbs, direct people back to your website. You're a dope artist, you're signed to a label, but you don't have your own working website. Get your own working website. And guess what? Stream your music directly from there. Have them buy it directly from there. And now the only thing you're going to be paying out is the credit card processing fees.
Yeah.
Now you learn how to eliminate that middleman. That's what I say.
That's 100% correct. That's a beautiful way to do it, actually. Shout out to all the artists that tune into VPR. Guys, make sure you check out our VPR playlist with all our music.
Oh, yeah.
About this music. And Kiana, that was a major jewel.
Thank you.
No funny. That was freaking awesome.
It's real stuff.
And on another world, Meek Mill finally left Twitter again. I say that because
Mercury's in retrograde. Everybody's emotional and all.
Oh my gosh. Don't even talk about that because I've been having revelations in my life that are amazing, but we're going to keep that off camera. But
here we are. We'll talk about it off camera. Yeah.
Meek Mill left Twitter because of all the backlash he's been getting on Clubhouse and Twitter. He been using his fingers again. And you know what I'm starting to see? access to too much artists is too much for me. I love an artist that keeps mystique. Like, I didn't grow up in the Prince era, but when I seen Prince, I felt his era. I understood his era, and I could respect the aura.
And then he just disappear.
Yeah, and it floats off. And Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
other than that made me want to listen to Prince. Now, with social media, I see too much all the time, and I stay off of it, honestly.
Of everybody. That's what I feel. Everybody's oversharing.
Yeah, I keep my hours down. Qiana, I make sure I log it every week because I'm like, I don't want to go over a bunch of this on Instagram, Twitter, and I'm only there to promote, boom, get off all the pages, make sure my business is good.
Same here. Instagram be telling me I wasn't on there enough time. They're like, what's happening, Qiana? Your time keeps going lower. And I'm like, because I don't want to be on there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There's so much to that right now. I even got off topic with it. But even with Instagram, staying in the algorithm is a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out to any social media influencer or anybody that owns a business right now on the live. But posting daily is a thing to open up your influencer group. Meaning, Instagram is going to start to only show you 30 people every time. You ever notice why you only see the same people every time, but you have 5,000 people on your list? It's because Instagram says, oh, these are the people that post a lot. Mm-hmm. We see that you like their content a lot. We're only going to give you these 40 people.
Yeah.
So when you post, you finally open up that gap now for everyone else to see. So when you don't post, you're only going to keep seeing those same 40 people. You keep scrolling.
But even when you do post, you're going to see those same 40. They might give you 10 more. The thing is that they're like, you want to see more people? Pay for an ad. Sponsor this ad on your last post, which is doing better than all of your other posts. Hey, sponsor this. And $10, you can have 2,000 more people see it. Like, why don't you let the 2,000 people I already have on my followers list see it? How about that?
What they're doing, they're that too, but they're weeding out the influencers that are good for their brand. You need someone that the TikTok watermarks all of their content. You could be you could be at a funeral and you want to record the video just to use their app, like you would use Instagram or Facebook. You will have that TikTok logo at funeral.
They're not playing games with you.
That's why TikTok is so expansive with their thing. Even when you go to Instagram, the owner of them said they failed at it.
Because TikTok is saying, we own this content now. We don't care that this is your funeral. You did it on our camera, on our platform. It belongs to TikTok. Now we can do with it as we see fit.
We can market it. Yeah.
So we want to make a meme out of this funeral and make a whole funny situation. We can
look at that meme that when they're carrying it, when they're walking with a
man. Listen,
and I don't like
what's up, Aisha?
But I just keep scrolling and keep seeing it. Shout out to everybody watching Velvet. Nice to meet you and see you.
And shout out to everyone texting me that they're watching. I see Jeff Smith, one of my favorite photographers, text me. Appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in. I can't actually see our comments live right now, but like I said, Mercury's in retrograde. Technology's been going to shit all week on me. I'm just happy I can see you, I can hear you, and we can do this right now because I'm like, leave it alone. I can see comments. Okay.
Shout out to AJ Nelson, everybody that's tuning in, Jerome Bell. But yeah, so these platforms, guys, are just getting very intrusive. I watched Mark Zuckerberg get asked a few questions when he was at he was in court for something, and the guy from him asked him, "Hey, what are you
violating our privacy rights? Maybe."
No, he straight up. Mark Zuckerberg is sitting there like a gentleman, and he asked him, "Hey, what kind of car do you drive?" He's just like, "I don't see the reason I have to tell you that."
Yeah.
He's just like, "Hey, can you tell me exactly where you live?" I don't. And he's like, "What are you doing?" He's just like, "That's my point. You're too intrusive with your app." And I was just like, and I was taken aback.
That was great. Kudos to that lawyer. I wish we had some sound effects. Yes.
Because Zuckerberg seemed stunned, naturally stunned, and laughed like, huh. And then when he hit him with that, he brought it down and said, all right, then he had to rebuttal, and then he cut it. But these apps that we're using, even the platforms that we're on, guys, just watch what you're posting because it's coming back for you. You know what I mean? The mulattoes, the yellow bone Danny Lays, and the list goes on of people that have been caught on camera or have said and done things to others. Just be careful. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's Thursday.
It happens all the time. But the crazy thing with this trending and cancel culture is that people forget often. Like there'll be a whole big thing, just like with the stock market. A lot of noise, and then it goes back to something else. Like I remember when people were coming at Cardi B because apparently years ago she called some black girls cockroaches on Twitter.
You talking about that?
That went up. Remember that was all chatter, and then attack. and now she's right back at the top. She made WAP, and nobody remembered anything about anything. So the time frame and the memory span and ability to like really pay attention closely is just non-existent these days.
Qiana, it's not the memory span. We still remember it. We just want the music. People are just like that. Let's be honest. What are we doing here? Like,
but I think it's like that with anything. Like, I think people get big mad, and then they move on and they forget, and then they get big mad at whatever's trending or whatever's going on, and then they forget. But that if it's something simple and no biggie deal, that's fine. But when it comes to like some of these really concrete issues, that's what we're seeing with like these cancel cultures and this and that. Big mad, cancel this person. Okay, and what are we mad at now? It's like, ooh, something shiny. Come on, guys.
I understood. I've seen the shift again when Meg was saying to Tori, man, you going to jail. I don't give tweeting this. You going to jail. I ain't playing with you this, that, and the third. And then Tori is saying, yo, when can I defend myself and say something back? And he's still dropping music. Lil Wayne is still in his music video after he got pardoned. People aren't saying anything.
And he just got pardoned from El Presidente.
And he came and he has a naked woman in front of him, butt cheeks all out, like on a therapist table. I can't make this up in the video. You're going to see it drop. And he's sitting there laughing with Tori. It doesn't matter. Cancel culture is a thing. And I get it. You could do things that are wrong. But the internet, as soon as we put it on this camera right here that y'all see me on, or wherever y'all hearing me from, it doesn't matter. It's a different ball game.
Yeah.
The street dudes I know, they're still in the street.
Yeah.
They're not on this. You know what I mean?
No.
You know what I mean?
Because they don't make announcements about what they're doing so they can go to jail. I see some comments. What's up, Maisha? What's up, Jimmy? Much love.
What's going on?
You know, the real G's aren't going to make songs about it. Oh, I just saw T-Money pop in.
What's going on? The one and only.
The one and only. I think we should just bring him right in because
we should get to it.
We're talking so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the one and only VPR Radio with the incredible, the impeccable DJ FMI. And your girl, Qianathegoddess. We're here. We have T-Money, who just joined us in the building. One of the original hosts of Yo MTV Raps. I mean, he is a marketing extraordinaire. He's a radio legend. He's a hip hop host and legend. I mean, he needs no further introduction. Let's get him on. T-Money, what up?
Yo, what's up?
Yo. What's going on, my brother?
Yo, I'm in the building with DJ FMI and Qiana, the purple goddess. You gotta say purple. You can't forget the purple part.
Can't forget the purple.
No doubt. What's going on?
Man,
yeah, we're chilling. We have talked. We've been on for like 29 minutes. We've been talking about Wall Street. We've been talking about the cancel culture. We've been talking about Danny Lay. We, talk about stock squeezing.
I'm about to go buy some
stocks right now.
Right now, you know what I mean?
We all woke up this morning.
I'm about to go buy some stock right now, man.
What do you feel about the fact that Robinhood and TD Ameritrade and another couple of more, like I think Bull Trader, has shut down some of the trading on these stocks that have been looked at as being extremely volatile?
Well, it's all propaganda. You know how that goes, man. It's nothing serious. You know what I mean? Everybody got to shake it up for once in a while. They're shaking the trees out here, man. You know, GameStop was making a killing. You understand? And they're not a huge conglomerate like Walmart or Target. You know, they're a small company relatively as it relates to those giants. I mean, they got 50,000 stores across the country.
They downsized a lot.
They're just making a killing.
That's a fake killing. That killing was driven by the fact that the major investors wanted to short the stock and just kind of get it all off the market. But with the Reddit users, they're like, you know what? Let's run this stock up. Everybody go in and buy in massive amounts.
Yes,
so now it starts growing while they're trying to sell it off at $10. Now it's going up, and they're losing money because they're doing those option trades and they're doing puts instead of long. They're losing long money.
Yeah, they're losing that long green.
They're losing that long money, and they don't want the little guys to get that big money.
Well, that's always the case. Isn't that the philosophy for most people in power? They don't want the little guy to get money.
Of course.
That's it.
Hey, don't be surprised. That's what it is.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You got to pay the cost to be the boss. They got to enter that game.
Word up.
Yeah, and they're paying it right now. All the years they've been paying it. But what's going on, T Money? I see all the major things that you're working on. Let's get into that, because I've been waiting for this, and I've been seeing your success, and I've just been loving for it, clapping for you in your corner.
Facts.
That's
wow.
it.
Okay. I think I heard you. My this the stream is kind of like delayed a little bit, but we're gonna work with it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
If you need me to run it back.
So what was your question? If you can repeat it, I can answer that.
All right. No, I was just making sure I asked you, what have you been up to? Because I know you've been working on a lot, but I want our viewers to know that are watching on our live stream right now, just a little bit about you and what you've been doing.
Well, yeah, I think if your question is well, right now, to be honest with you, myself, Ed, and Dre we're back together, which is a good thing.
Great thing.
And we're doing our thing, man. We a few months ago for the election, we put together this thing called Just Say Vote. It was a website, it was a brainchild of my strategic partner Michael Alden and Ian Holt. It was great, man. The website was it gave you the ability to actually go on the site. But this is especially for people who had trepidations about voting. Okay, if you had any questions as it related to the voting process, because all of us, we get ill when it comes to new stuff. We're like, well, I don't know if I'm messing with that. Just like the COVID shot, I don't know if I want all that. You know what I mean? So for decades, we've always had issues in the hood as it relates to voting. Whether our vote counts, where should I vote? If my child goes away to college, if she's in North Carolina, can she vote there, or does she have to come all the way back home? So many questions. So we established a website called Just Say Vote, where you can go and answer any question as it relates to your voting needs. And more importantly, we did interviews with people in sports. We did an interview with Jalen Samuels for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Colette V. Smith for the New York Jets, Eric Childs of NFLPA. We also did an interview with Phaedra Knight. She's down with the U.S. national rugby team. Kim Hampton from the New York Liberty. So we did interviews with them on the site, and they expressed how they had issues initially as it relates to voting, and we had great conversations. Then we eventually did something with Mario Van Peebles as well, and he talked about the whole voting process. And that whole thing initially, out the box, we had 50,000 views. It was crazy. So we did really good with that. So us getting together doing that actually sparked us to think about what we're going to be doing in the future in regards to us as a brand, due to the fact that we're no longer doing MTV Raps. Obviously, we're looking to do other things.
But collectively, you're still a brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no question. And we're going to make sure that this year, we would have did it last year, but COVID hit and slowed everything down for us. You know what I mean? So, but we're going to make sure that this year we establish that, us together as a brand. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a new television show. Actually, we're in the midst of having someone right now. We have a couple companies right now shopping a television show for us. And the show, I can't give you the name of the show, nor can I give you the network yet.
Okay.
I got that NDA in place. You know how that goes. You know what's up with that FMI, right? You know the NDA joint right there. But I can tell you that the show is going to be extremely exciting. We're going to have live performances. It's going to be. We're going to be talking to guests from the realm of politics all the way to sports. We're going to be talking about current issues. It's going to be a very, very exciting show.
That's amazing. Congratulations, you guys.
Yeah, no question.
So proud of you, man. Every time we see you, you doing bigger and better things. And
because I'm not stop, man. I feel like a gerbil sometimes, man. You going that gerbil, going that wheel.
Yeah, that wheel.
Not wheel. That's a fact.
You
gotta keep going, right? That's how the gerbil stays in shape and how he doesn't drive himself crazy sitting inside that cage. You know what I mean?
Without all question, man. And we're also going to be working on. We're doing a documentary. We're doing a documentary on our lives and your MTV Raps and our history. We're also doing movies. As a matter of fact, we had a discussion today in regards to doing one of our films. Nice. And I'm also going to be in a movie that's going to be the name of the movie is called Cursed, starring Lindsay Lohan and Mickey Rourke. That's going to be really exciting.
That's what's up. Congrats, T.
Yeah, man, trying to make it happen this year. It's not a game,
That's a fact.
Definitely believe it. I'm saying
so understand that we're a brand out there, man. Me and Lover, Dr. Dre, we are brand, and you know, we're gonna be doing good things, man. You know, and it's not, you know what's so funny? Only in hip hop. Now keep this in mind. You know, which kind of like is kind of crazy. Only in hip hop do you have this huge disparity. Oh, he's this, he's that, he's he's old school. Oh, he's not the fucking term that I hate the most. Is he's irrelevant. Relevant my ass, man. Fuck you, B. You know what I mean? Because real talk, like if you establish yourself in this business, you should be respected as such. You understand?
Yeah.
You should be something. You know, it's like, you know, and it kind of like piggybacks off of how people treat the elderly in this country. Period. Like, you know, when you get to a certain age in this country, people like want to throw you in the garbage. You don't like kind of don't mean shit.
And the veterans, right?
Right, the veterans, people who fought for this country. The reason why you're able to walk the fucking street and go to the grocery store.
100%.
Or even have a fucking grocery store is because of people like that. You understand? So only in hip hop do they fucking do this type of shit. They separate.
I don't believe that we celebrate.
It is ridiculous because everybody that's been relevant in hip hop, especially with this new age of everything coming back, like the Salt and Pepper biopic, like everything is becoming retro. So you are relevant to people who, especially who haven't heard you. You know, people who grew up on your music. You know, everybody got $1. You understand? Everybody has $1 to spend or has an opinion, or sometimes I get tired of everybody's fucking opinion. This is what it is.
That's right.
You know? It gets to be a little bit much. Like everybody, I don't know about. Who cares what the fuck you know? What it is a fact. This is facts. You understand? So I say that to say this, that we're gonna be doing great things this year. I know that unlike anybody else, myself, Ed, and Dre, for years have, when we had the platform on Your MTV Raps, I mean, Your MTV Raps was so big, and you guys talked about me when you introduced me, and you said, T-Money from Your MTV Raps, this, that, and the third. But I want people to understand the magnitude of that show. I mean, we won't dwell on this long, because I don't want to talk about it for a long period of time, but the magnitude of Your MTV Raps was huge, man. Your MTV Raps, before Your MTV Raps, hip hop as a culture was regional. I mean, you had,
and it definitely wasn't on no damn MTV.
Yeah.
No, you had Luke. You had Luke, and down in Miami, you had the California guys out there. You had Dre and them out there. Ice-T, you know what I mean. You had Shadi. People don't remember who Shadi is. He's from Georgia. There was no Ludacris and nobody then. You know what I mean. So, and you had the cats in New York, Philadelphia. Philadelphia had their own sound. Everybody was separate. You know what I'm saying? Your MTV Raps came to existence and brought all those people together.
That's right.
Bonded the hip hop community. Okay. And from its inception, not only did it bond the hip hop community, it started helping generate income for the hip hop community.
Talk about it. Let's talk about VPR.
Okay. So, we'll talk about income. Income was what happened. So people got money. Influencers became millionaires.
That's right.
I mean, remember Jay-Z said, he was part of the reason why Obama got put in office, and that's
right. Hit Obama on the text.
That's facts, and that's the way. Because Puff Daddy was rich. All these people became rich. They became powerful players. You understand? Because keep in mind, remember we did. Your MTV Raps was on the forefront of Rock the Vote and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So
Rock the Vote.
Let's keep that in mind. How powerful that brand was, and how powerful we've always been. We've always been the CNN of hip hop.
Oh yeah.
And the CNN of pop culture. So we're gonna be doing the same thing on our new show. You understand?
That's right.
So
I love it.
Because now there is no central hub for to go to and always watch and see what's happening. We're gonna be that. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
And we need that. You know what I mean? As a culture, as a people, and as people that want to really be able to come together and unify our entity that we've built and celebrate it. How can you celebrate a culture that hasn't even been around for 100 years yet, and you're trying to out and cancel the people that created it?
100%.
It's not even 100 years old. How are you trying to take the fathers and the grandfathers and say you don't matter?
That's
a typical hip hop listener now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, a year goes by and they're already pushing out older artists, and they're like, "Oh no, he can't make another record. We don't celebrate."
And we were talking about that last week too, about the ageism in hip hop.
It's a thing.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I always thought back in the day when me and Dre first started, I used to tell Dre, I said, yo, when we get old, I can't wait to go to Las Vegas to see Run DMC play Vegas like fucking Olivia Newton-John, or Neil Diamond, because that's what it is, because keep in mind, this is the #1 form of music in the entire world. Yeah. I mean, I'm DJ FMI. I can remember back in the day as a DJ, because that's how I came up, as a DJ and an MC, but primarily a DJ. I remember back in the day where when the hip hop first started, when they first started creating vinyl, we couldn't even play hip hop records in the club. Couldn't play hip hop records at any party. I distinctly remember playing a party at a university, and the leader of the fraternity there, I won't name the fraternity, I won't be so disrespectful in doing that, but the fraternity said, we don't want none of that hip hop shit here. And he was referring to Run DMC's music. He said, we don't want you to play none of that hip hop shit.
Wow.
Me and Dre looked at each other like, what the fuck is he talking about? None of that hip hop shit. This is what we do, So we had to wind up playing R&B, Gwen Guthrie. We played, Cheryl Lynn, and everybody was happy. Yeah. But we couldn't play our music. Mm-hmm. So this music has grown so much, to the point where people, and I'm not going to start talking about the younger audience and the older audience, because there is no, as far as I'm concerned, there is no demo when it comes to hip hop.
Yeah,
I listen to all music.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
You understand? The only discrepancy I'm having as it relates to us as a whole is that we need to be able to respect each other and teach each other. Yeah. Okay, I'm not one of these guys that go, oh, I don't like that new music. They don't know. It's corny.
Right. I'm not either way. I'm glad we're
get out of here, B. Remember, the same people, the same kind of energy. Actually, the same kind of energy was happening to you when you were young. Oh, what's that?
That's true.
Oh, you youngsters, you don't know about your music.
A bibbity bop bop.
Yeah. Right. There's a scene in the movie Paid in Full, right? Mm-hmm. There's a scene in the movie Paid in Full that depicts this perfectly. Remember, Wood Harris was in the what was it, the Cleaners, and he was playing his hip hop music. And dude comes in like, oh man, I don't want that beat bop music in my hip hop spot. Then I guess he was playing some kind of old school R&B. That's not the energy hip hop needs, bro. That's not the energy. The energy should be like, I'm embracing Megan Thee Stallion. I'm embracing Cardi B. Shoot, I'm embracing Mulatto. Whatever. I'm embracing them.
All different within their own way, and not trying to say, oh, this one has to be better than this one, or there only could be one person at the top of the game. That's why Atlanta strives and Atlanta does so well. There's so many kings of Atlanta. At least when it comes to New York, there's only could be one. You know what I'm saying? Right. From every place.
That's another problem with New York. I mean, why can't everybody be great? You know what I'm saying?
That crab in a barrel mentality.
That's such a consistent problem, just even in our community. It's like, if you look into the different acting communities and SAG and stuff, like that doesn't exist. Everybody's able to win at a certain level, but we are like crabs in a barrel at times, where we're just keeping each other down. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
Teach and repeat.
I agree, and because no one has a sense of, okay, everybody's so worried about whether or not, if he make it, then at least where am I going to be?
Yeah. Why aren't you worried about you making it?
Yeah, I got a family to feed. But you can't look at it like that. You got to look at, you got to applaud.
What are you doing?
And as you two guys, though, I support everybody I interact with. I support them. Whether it be internet radio, whether it be black businesses, whether it be, and more than half the time, I don't ask for a coin. It's not about a coin. It's about everybody uplifting each other. It's not about that. It's about having the great energy. It's not about, he got on, so what about me? I've never been that kind of guy.
Mm-hmm. And I respect that, because we just we see it way too often. You know what I mean? I'm all about the celebration and just watching everybody around us in our circles, inner circle, outer circle, just, even on social media. I see so many people that I've been affiliated with for years winning so big, and it makes my heart feel so full, because that's what we're all here for, right? We're here for a purpose. And if you can't motivate and inspire one another and uplift one another, like, what are you doing really? It's not you against the world, And the more that we unify in these things to be able to pull together, I mean, these Reddit users showed it just on the stock market, right? The more you unify and come together, you can make some shit happen. Period.
Robin Hood said nah. Chill.
Robin Hood just said nah, but I bet you there's gonna be definitely some kickback.
Robin Hood's going down, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Robin Hood made me big mad today. That's all good, Robin Hood.
People are pissed off right now. A lot of angry energy out there.
That's a fact.
And Qiana, just to touch on, speaking about, like, we were touching about hip hop and everything. It sucks that only in our genre, right? Young men die so early. And I get it comes with the music that they're making. But I thought, like, Nipsey Hussle had to sacrifice everything, and what he put forward to help so many communities and different, Black businesses, and what he pushed and what he stood for was left there display after him passing. You know what I mean? Why we couldn't celebrate that while we were here. Like the Tupacs and the Biggies don't have to happen. Because if you think about it, you know what I mean? Nipsey paved the way for at least thousands or millions of unsigned artists, at least with his music, if you listen to it, truthfully.
Yeah.
And he drops those jewels. And only in hip hop, of course, we don't celebrate that. And they get cut down short in their prime. No other genre. Well, at least that I know of. But yeah.
Right. I mean, I agree. Like, legitimately, hip hop is like being in the army. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know when you're gonna get taken out. Like you at war. Wow. You don't hear about like rock artists and stuff going and having all the extra security because they're worried that they're gonna get shot.
Rock artists and any other artists, it's kind of self-deprecating to them. They drink themselves silly or do coke or whatever.
They got their own
hip hop artists shoot each other. I don't get it. It's a reverse psychology, man. I don't understand the energy. Energy's bad. Energy's really, really bad. But listen. I could preach this all day, man. But for it to come into action, man, we just need to consistently, preach unification, preach, all of us together, preach, I mean, like, why can't, like when you see like somebody like Bruno Mars do songs with Cardi B and, why can't we have more of that kind of energy, man? Why can't we have Megan Thee Stallion do a song with Melly Mel or like, why can't Big Daddy Kane do a song with one of these new artists? Like,
why not?
That brings, because there's talent, there's things to learn,
Yeah.
And I don't know where all the disrespect comes from, because that's not bad. That's bad energy. That doesn't help us as a culture, period. I mean, we're not just talking about music. We're talking about, hip hop culture overall. We're talking about fashion. We're talking about graffiti art. We're talking about, we're talking about all the DJing, as DJ FMI can attest to.
Yeah.
We're talking about all these things, as a round robin. All of them have to be respected as such, and it starts with all of us. If we don't respect ourselves, then who's going to respect it?
Amen to that.
I feel like we've come to a point where now information is out there on the internet where you could know how to do good business. Doing bad business is not regular business. People are just like, they give that energy of, just business. You don't have to walk around and treat it as that anymore. There's enough abundance in the world for all of us. Personally, that's why I'm feeling VPR. Make sure y'all subscribe, please, guys. All of the live streamers, I appreciate you and everything like that, because I see the comments. Thank you. Qiana,
we always appreciate you for watching. So T, I know you have a lot of projects. What's up with your marketing company? Like, what's the direction for 2021? Do you have any new clientele that we should look out for?
I hate COVID-19. That's what I hate.
Yeah.
Because COVID-19 kind of slowed T450 up this year.
Same here with Goddess Media.
Man, we were going to put together an event for, first of all, the Pinot Project and T450 have agreed in principle to actually put together events and do some diversity as it relates to hip hop and the hip hop culture. So I'm excited about that. But we would have already been doing an event. We're going to be doing something for Super Bowl in a couple of weeks. Okay. That got canceled because of COVID.
Yeah.
We're also doing Fashion Week. That got canceled for COVID. So we're right now we're going to be meeting next week, and we're going to be talking as it relates to what we're going to be doing moving forward. But yes, the Pinot Project and T450 are actually in business together. I'm very excited about that.
Congratulations.
It's a great brand. If you haven't had any Pinot projects, they have Pinot. It's a subsidiary of Pinot Noir. Its wine is and different flavors of the brand is incredible. So definitely check it out. If I was with you guys, I'd have gave you a bottle, but we're not in the studio right now. So.
I'm about to our success.
And I would have had some Pinnacle for you because you already know.
Yeah, man. So no, I got you though. Don't worry about it. Because we're gonna be doing some we're gonna be doing an internet radio campaign as well. We're talking about supporting internet radio. As you guys know, I have a conglomerate of internet radio people that I work with, that T450 works with. So you guys are on that list, so don't you worry. And you guys are my, don't tell anybody, but you know what it is,
I know. We won't tell anyone.
Right, don't tell nobody else, okay?
That's
I got y'all.
Appreciate you, yo. You're like family, and we always have such a great time when you come on, man. Just so proud to see you doing big things and pushing through. Do you feel like COVID? I know COVID came in and challenged us all, right? But it also pushed many of us in different directions. Like, how do you feel it inspired you more to kind of think outside of the box? Because, like you said, your marketing corporation, you were like, okay, I'm gonna have to take a different direction.
Well, yeah, like anything else. I mean, you have to either stand up and step into the face of adversity, or you buckle to it. So you have to. You have to do whatever you need to do and think of stepping outside of the box to make whatever you have to make happen. I mean, that's just life in general. And COVID did that for most. I mean, and it actually, some people, enjoy COVID. I mean, if you talk about Lysol and Zoom and they benefited greatly from people being in the house. Netflix and
how high their earnings were.
Yeah, DoorDash and anybody else that delivered
Instacart, no doubt.
Instacart, no question. So I mean, there's a flip side to this,
That's true.
So we had to do whatever we had to do to try to kind of figure out, right. So we had to figure out what we had to do to kind of deal with the fact that COVID is still here and exists and it's to be dealt with. So, but we'll be okay. We'll be fine.
That's right.
Restaurants are starting to open back up, so that's helpful for us because we're going to be doing product placement in restaurants, hotels.
Wonderful.
In films. Okay, because we have, there's a lot of other film projects that I have on deck that I'm not going to discuss yet because they're not close to starting, but Cursed is. And so, because Lindsay Lohan and Mickey Rourke have signed on to do the movie. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of things. So there's a lot of opportunities for us to do everything we want to do with the Pinot product. So we good.
Yeah, super excited.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about your character? I know you guys haven't gotten started yet, but
I can tell you about my character. I can tell you exactly what's going to happen too.
Oh shit!
All right,
Lindsay Lohan is a detective. Now you know how big she is, right? You know how small she is.
Yeah.
So she's arresting me, and she throws me to the ground.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, I don't know how nice it is. I'm gonna have to wear knee pads. But yeah, she physically assaults me, throws me to the ground, and arrests me.
Oh, that's great.
And I am completely belligerent. So that should be.
Of course you are. Oh shit.
Yeah. So that should be interesting.
That's gonna be fun to watch.
Okay.
Yeah. Fun.
I'm trying to picture Lindsay Lohan. I'm like, is she like 5'1", like around?
Right.
She probably, and Lizzie probably weighs about $120 soaking wet, man. I don't know how to talk. Right. I'm 5'11", 229 pounds. I don't know.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
But it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny.
It's definitely gonna be funny. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Yeah, what else do you have coming up? Like the next couple of quarters.
Well, as it relates to the Pinot project, we're going to be sitting down in a couple of weeks to talk about what we're going to be doing. And myself, Ed, and Dre also going to be doing a couple of things as well. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be working on a film. I really can't get into that.
Can't disclose? Okay, gotcha.
I can't get into that.
We respect the NDAs and such.
No, well, that's not even in the NDA form. That's in a meeting form at the moment, you know. But you guys, you know, I'll always come to you, so you'll know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And we appreciate that.
Yeah, man. So the documentary we're going to be doing, and we're doing a film, and a television show. The television show is going to be official tissue. I'm telling you now. So don't front.
That's what's up. So do you think that's going to like launch in the next year, or do you think that's going to be live in 2021?
Well, that question I can't answer definitively, because what we wanted to do, I mean, it was definitely going to be brick and mortar, glass ceiling, you know, California style shooting. But with COVID in effect, we're not too sure of exactly how it's going to start. But that was the plan. You know, to have great guests come out. You know, so I have to keep you posted in regards to that, because that I don't really know.
Yeah, that's rough. The like live event space and stuff. I mean, everything is so up in the air. I am definitely looking forward to a time where we can hit a sense of normalcy, right?
Yeah, well, it's coming, hopefully. I mean, Trump is out of office, so that's the first thing.
Yeah,
he will no longer be affecting our lives and having us worrying whether or not he's going to actually blow Russia up, or
if he's going to push the button, right?
You know, or he's going to send another militia to the Capitol. Who knows?
Yeah. So crazy, right?
We're all glad he's out of there. You know.
Facts. Do you think he's going to get impeached?
No.
Do I think he's going to get impeached? Is that what you're asking me? He should. He should. But a lot of the Republicans are not allowing it. They're saying no.
I know.
Big surprise, because he's no longer in office, right? But that's not it. You know, that's a fallacy, because he can be impeached outside of office.
You're damn right. Okay? That's like saying if you commit a crime,
you just walk off,
and then it's the next day. You shouldn't. You should be, you know, able to get away with it. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, they did it to a federal judge. They impeached him out of office, so they can definitely do it to him. So, they're doing that solely because they don't want him to have the opportunity to run for president again.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. We don't need that again.
Yeah, we definitely don't need that. I believe, I mean, that was the worst presidency known on record.
Yeah, definitely, you know, in my lifetime. And I just feel like the American people as a whole, right or left or somewhere in the middle, everybody's just a little bit exhausted.
Yeah, you know, we deserve better.
It's been a lot of political overload, and, you know, quite frankly, to be one of the top countries in the world, you want to be viewed in a respectful manner. And he stripped away a lot of that respect and integrity that they believe, that many of these other countries believe we stand for.
Right. No, not only did he strip it away, he fueled it. He fueled the disrespect of this country. I mean,
we stripped it away through gasoline and then lit it on fire.
We're gonna do it.
Right.
You can never take that back.
He's the president of the United States is the number one elected official in the entire world.
That's right.
And he made a mockery of it. You know,
he absolutely did.
You know, he treated it like he was, you know, promoting parties, and, you know, like he was
right. He was doing the James countdown and all that.
You know, I mean, what president do you know that has to address the world goes on Twitter to do it? You know, when he has the power of the media, when he can stop the media at any time.
At any given time.
Not anymore.
He had stripped so many outlets from even being able to come to press conferences and stuff. I mean, what a mess.
Right.
What a mess. He's like, unless you support my agenda, you can't even visit and you can't ask questions. You with CBS, no asking questions.
No doubt. No doubt.
You can stand up.
Right. How crazy is that? That's goofy.
Very, very goofy. But please let everybody know where they can find you, T Money. I know you have a new Instagram, but give them everything so that they can go and follow you, including your current partnerships.
Yeah, you can holler at me. You know, I'm heavy on Instagram. You know, so are you too, actually. You can hit me at T450_. Hit me on the DM. Soon we're gonna have a clothing line too. T450 is gonna have a clothing line. We're working on it right now with my man Fox from Rug Life. real serious.
Dope.
So
I want that rug.
we're gonna have to hook up. We hooking up those.
Cash App, your Venmo, anything. I seen it. I was about to create it. Very dope. I was just like,
no doubt. We hooking up that denim. That's what's gonna happen. That denim's gonna be serious.
Nice.
You know.
I can't wait.
So yeah, you can hit me at yo, it's T Money at yo, it's T Money. It's T Money, right, at Instagram, on Instagram. And you can hit me at Tyrone T Money Kelsey on Facebook. You know? I don't do TikTok. I ain't no TikTok dude. You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of money on TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok's funny. I watch the videos, but I've yet to do one.
But I'm not. I'm not the type for that. But I see the money on it. I see what they're doing. But yeah, that's another talk.
Yeah.
No doubt, man.
Guys, thank you for tuning in every Thursday to the one and only VPR Radio. We appreciate you. I've been waiting for this interview. I'm glad to have you back here on the platform. Next time, hopefully we can get you in the studio.
I enjoy coming here. I feel like I'm the Muhammad Ali of VPR.
You absolutely are.
Undefeated.
You absolutely are.
This is my 4th time here. You know, like Ali was on the cover of Sports Illustrated like in 90s. So
and you're always welcome. So you're gonna be right back here in another few months. Like that's a fact.
No doubt.
We have had a lot of esteemed guests, and I'm not gonna say nothing, but you know what it is.
Oh, you like I told you.
You already
know. Your family, man. So let's keep it going.
Facts.
Let's get to the top together.
Yeah, make sure you guys go and follow him. He's so great. Interact with him on Instagram. He has a lot of fun, and make sure you watch and just follow his upcoming projects. We're super excited to see you coming back together with your 2 partners, because that is just like a legendary trio, man. That's exciting.
And also follow Ed Lover, man, as he does his podcast. It's called Come On Son. I'm not too sure if you guys are familiar with that.
Come on,
absolutely.
Come on.
Yeah, and also check out Dre. His Diabetes Foundation. Contribute and follow his path to his greatness as well.
Definitely. We appreciate you, bro. We absolutely will continue to. Make sure you guys follow that whole crew. Yo, it's T Money on Instagram, and find them everywhere. We appreciate you. What about any final inspirational, positive words to everyone that's watching today?
My final inspirational statement would be, let me think. Follow your dreams. The worst thing in life to be is doing something that you cannot stand for a living. Don't be scared to follow your dreams. That's what I'm telling you, because that's the worst shit ever.
Agreed. I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. That's essential to your overall well-being. You know what I mean?
Somebody once told me, he said, I'd rather be broke, following my dreams, than well off doing something for someone else that I do not want to do.
Yeah.
So, and I couldn't wrap my mind around that at first, but then I understood where he was coming from, and that that's really deep. So,
it is deep.
To be broke and not caring about being broke is, as long as you're happy. So happiness comes in all forms. So follow your dreams.
That's right.
Amazing.
Do what you're passionate about and what drives you. I completely agree with that. What about you, FMI?
And he stole the show with that. He got me thinking, right? Normally I was, but I'm like,
impactful.
Yeah, that was great for me. I'm taking that for the rest of the day, and I'm saying with that, I hope
I want one of VPR hoodies. What's good?
Hey, don't say that.
I got you. I'm ordering some merch literally next week, so I got you, fam. Don't even worry.
I'm an extra large, man. Don't forget me.
Got you.
Extra large is big on me. You smaller than me. I don't know. And this extra large is big on me. I'm 250 around there now.
Okay.
So I'm just like, this is big on me. I don't know, but we'll talk about it.
Okay. We'll see what's up.
I got you. We love you guys for watching. We will be back here next week. Thank you to the incredible T Money. He's just, very, very, very special guest. And keep it locked in. We'll be back 2 p.m. FMI, you're amazing. If you guys want to get your music on our platform, it's vpr.radio@gmail.com. as well as if you'd like to book an interview like the incredible T Money. Now, T Money knows, when did we book you up? We're in January now. What was that, like October, right?
Yeah, that was months ago.
Okay. Yeah. So everyone, please remember, again, if you need an interview, we're looking at months out. This isn't something that happens overnight. We are very, very, very blessed to be booked up. So don't come saying, yo, I need my artist on your platform.
That's right, man. That's right. VPR is busy. They got interviewers.
They're busy.
They got people going. They ain't playing with y'all, B. Make sure you'll get ready. If you come on here, you ready. Your conversation better be official. Stop playing. You already know. Voice of the People Radio, VPR, DJ FMI, Q.
Yeah, that's the best drop ever, bro.
Seriously, I couldn't cut them off.
I love y'all.
Love you too, man. We'll see you next time. Stay safe out there, right? And much love to you, T.
No doubt.
All right. Love you guys for watching. We'll be back next week as VPR Radio with the DJ FMI and Qiana the Goddess.